party leader is going to speak the following day after the meeting. It's going to be great. Thank you. All protocols observed. Let me speak quickly so that my party leader, we can hear him. It's important. But one or two things I need to mention. One, I'm P10540-530B/01. And I'm proud to be a member of this society. I have two things to the judges, and who are all my friends. Teresia, who is, she's our mother in Makweni. I want to thank the legal profession, particularly LSK, for the work you have done for the past 2 years about matters, our rights. It's important. When I was in the Senate, Jemima was a lawyer. Didn't allow me to call her that. She calls me uncle. And judges, some judges were supposed to be appointed. And they were not appointed. And I raised the question in the Senate. Little did I know that she was also affected. By the time the Attorney General came to the Senate, the Speaker wanted to eat me alive for raising that concern. But somebody listened. So we must not keep quiet when there are injustices happening in the country. I said this when we were burying Munyao, that the recent events of violence in elections is a very bad precedent. Extremely. Because a violation of the law and a violation of the Constitution in every respect. The second aspect that has bothered me since I was in the legislature was that the drafters of the Constitution envisioned in Article either 25.6 or 25.3 or 24.6 that somebody would approach the subordinate courts for enforcement and or preservation of fundamental rights. Subordinate courts. So that particular clause in the Constitution has never been implemented. And it is important so that the court in Kilimani, the court in Kilonzo, the courts out there in the villages, Kikima, up there in Matiliku, somebody out there ought to be able to approach the court for violation of fundamental rights. And that is important, because then it means that since some places don't have high courts, then people can approach subordinate courts and get their rights conserved or orders issued. The judiciary, you are suffering just like us. You are suffering like us. When I was in the Senate, I used to make sure that we are fighting for you as we fight for devolution. Fourthly, members, when I was a young man, we used to do public, what were they called? Those murder cases. Those pro bono cases. Yeah, those ones. I did so many of those murder cases until I panicked and stopped doing them. But there's a time that will come, and I was approached by Molecho and others about one of the worst environmental disasters to ever happen in the country, Thanke oil spillage. And I want to ask the Law Society to find a method where we can put our heads together to do some of these big cases where half the people who are the victims cannot pay legal fees. It's the same thing Party Leader was doing when it came to these matters concerning Gen Zs. It's important. It's very, very important, even for purposes of precedent. Those, what we used to call public interest litigation cases. In the fullness of time, mimi nitarudi nifanye sheria. Fullness of time. Yes, yes. There's nothing more I miss than being in the legal profession. I miss you guys and I miss court. And I miss the work that we used to do in trying to set legal precedent, arguing difficult cases, but at the same time ensuring that the legal profession grows. Last I checked, mumefika 19,000. Ama mumefika watu wangapi? 20? Yaani kuna mtu namba yake ni 27 something. Oi. Guess what? We are not enough. Don't be cheated. If you do the mathematics, you don't have enough lawyers. The same way you don't have enough courts. So don't musikubali your story that we are too many lawyers. There must be a lawyer in every corner, by the way. Yes. So that then we can, there's enough for all of us. Musitusipigani, there's enough. Hata Mlibadilisha advocacy remuneration order. I'm happy that this profession has grounded me in my politics. This profession. And whenever you need me, Kivuva and team, muniite tu. There's one thing I've done consistently. That is my practice certificate. Kuna kitu mulifanya, mkabadilisha sheria. Na wacha niseme hapa sasa. Niseme ana niseme. When I was in the Senate, we were exempted from CPDs. Mlibadilisha mkaacha Orengo pekee yake. At wale above 65. Now how many of us are above 65? But I find and I want to thank all LSK because now umefanya turudi sasa into CPDs. But then we also, I get to sit with some of the people who were like Irene Kiwul, who was my student, to sit in a CPD meeting and listen in, which is a good thing. So kuna kitu tulikuwa nakosea when mlikuwa natupatia exemption. Kwa hivyo mkifikiria kubadilisha, badilisheni. So that we are not suffering. Because it's important for lawyers to have their practicing certificates. The lawyers in the counties, solicitors and others, in Makueni we say you must have a practicing certificate. And if you apply for a job, na una hiyo, story yako imekwisha. Yes, please. So they must comply, and I want to give you my assurance we will comply in ensuring that the legal profession can meet the standards that we wanted it to do. Ni hayo tu sasa.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Junior. I'll just like to take this opportunity first to